So, according to the one very close to in office, the late Umar Jallo been served as the vice president in Wadi driver for a very, very long time. Now, they also describe the relationship between the two and say beyond standard professional duty. Also, the vice president, Dr. Mohamed Juliet Jallo, reportedly considered driver for being a trusted border companion and also for being an extended part of his own family. Now, attending the notice of atmosphere and also be underscored the profound personal loss for the vice president. So again, we join the vice president for say to and of course to the family of the late driver who has been buried already yesterday.
In Islam, we say Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi raji'un, to the family members then of the departed soul. And I also see pictures from there. I also see Cheikoko, Chernova, where now be APC they running mate in the 2023 presidential election. He also be the part of that burial day, and for actually giving last respect to the family members them and to the departed soul. So we had to go out to the family members them at this very critical time.
All right, another breaking news here. The National Public Health Agency, together with the Ministry of Health, already put out a press release that Sierra Leone will heighten border screening amidst the new Ebola outbreak, where don't be announced in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the government of Sierra Leone don't activate emergency health protocol and also don't enhance screening at all entry points in response to a new outbreak of the Ebola virus disease in Central Africa. Now, in a public notice where they issued on Sunday the 17th of May 2026, National Public Health Agency will reassure citizens them that Sierra Leone currently remain entirely Ebola free with zero confirmed or suspected or probably cases within its border. However, they say the authority then they move swiftly for prevent the virus from entering the country, and also don't see them go activate active outbreak of the Bondigo strain of Ebola, and also don't declare Ituri provinces, Democratic Republic of Congo, 246 suspected cases, and they also say 65 deaths already don't be recorded in Congo. So this is how serious it is, and Sierra Leone don't put measures together for ensure say the sick not reach now this country.
Yeah, as part of that also, if we get visitors them from Uganda or the DRC, there's proper screening in at the Freetown International Airport. Then we expect authorities therefore take. Sierra Leone be one of the hardest state countries them during the Ebola outbreak in 2013-2014, and we see where many thousand Sierra Leoneans them lost their life during that gruesome disease. The way hits West African countries, Salon, Guinea, Liberia, and all. We hope reach Salon, and we hope they're able to resolve this in a very quickest time possible. We had to go out, by the way, to the people who lost their life now the DRC and Uganda, and we hope efforts by the WHO, as see yesterday Abdulrahmanu Ghebreyesus, when the WHO global chief, say it will release $500,000 of the WHO emergency fund for help in containing the virus in the DRC and Uganda.
All right, thank you very much. And now in the breaking news highlights, in the keynote of the year at the Oxford Africa conference, where it happened, of course, President Julius Maada Bio emphasized on the pressing need for young people and for lead and charge in transforming rapidly and also for emerge the continent into a global powerhouse at youthful leaders. They also say they get the incredible opportunity for carry wisdom where they don't gain from the Oxford back to Africa and make profound impacts. Now, this is happening in the United Kingdom. Also, His Excellency be left over the weekend for go deliver this keynote address to the Oxford Africa conference, Usman.
Yes, President Bio, we've seen don't give lots of they give lots of public lectures them in huge public institutions. I think it was last year where he also give public lecture now Harvard University or so, and now it's Oxford. But people are still calling on President Bio for actually get the same public lectures in, let's say, for example, FBC, let's say for
IPAM, yeah.
IPAM,
College
Injala,
of
any
Medicine,
other
yeah.
university in Sierra Leone, one for city president talking to the future leaders them, just like they do for other international institutions them, they also do locally for our own public educational institutions.
Usman, as we are trying for go, APC flag bearer aspirant Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kamara, popularly known as Jagaban, don't send 20 pilgrims them for perform Hajj in Saudi Arabia as part of in continued support for Muslim them across Sierra Leone. Now this move attracts plenty praise from supporters and community people them. We describe them as one of the strong acts of kindness, leadership and religious commitment, with $500 pocket money for each of the 20 pilgrims them way the APC presidential flag bearer aspirant Sheikh Alhaji Mohammed Omodu Kamara give to them 20 people and they way don't go to Hajj already.
Yeah, if you want for touch a Muslim's heart, you know, for many Muslims, them the one biggest dream where they can get and for go Hajj. Even me parents them, they tell me, Usman, get for the money they go send me Hajj, you know. Yeah, they can tell me every single time. So it's very huge,
yeah.
and well, this is. Well, maybe it may be tied to politics, but this is for many welcoming for many Muslims.
This finish will be just 30 seconds. The clock is ticking. Trump won Iran for act fast or face consequences. So here's what Donald Trump has to say. He said for Iran the clock is ticking, and the better get moving fast or there won't be anything left for them. Time is of essence.
But do you think who do I think say they are the best foods in this negotiation, Reginald? The United States or Iran?
I think well from all the foreign affairs minister in Iran, I remember Abbas Arachi they talk say he say they're not only truthful to the agreement and to that is why up till now they're not able for say they send some deception, and also President Trump using this angle now telling them that time is not well, we are all waiting to see what could be his next move. Okay. But thank you so much, Usman.
Thank you so much, Reginald. Is still here with the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM around the world on myepiconline.com, Choice FM and Radio Garden. Today on the Epic Morning Show, we look at Salone and Netherlands, Holland, where people can normally know them for. They in extradition talks, waiting go happen next. So we see a meeting between the Salone Minister of Justice, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Cisse, and the Dutch Minister of Justice during the sidelines of the United Nations Human Rights meeting in Geneva, Switzerland just last week. And according to the Dutch Minister of Justice, who writes in social media handles them, he say the meeting, part of the meeting was also focused on getting an extradition treaty between Salone and Netherlands, and in a push for get convicted drug felon we then say Dina Salone, Jos Leidekkers. I mean, a viral video circulates widely on social media just at the start of 2025 last year on the 1st of January, during where the president be visit in hometown of Tihun. Dutch journalists, international media reports from the BBC, Reuters and all, say one person we didn't see just sits away from the president is Jos Leidekkers, one of Europe's most wanted fugitive. Months after, we see the Salone Inspector General of Police, William Fayaselu, confirming from government, say the person we then see in that video there is not Jos Leidekkers but Omar Sherif. So is the Dutch government pushing for make the Salon government actually send back Omar Sharif? And within these latest talks between Salon and the Netherlands mean moving forward in this long-standing issue of extradition between the two countries, and we will look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show. Stay with me.
The fucking money, life is better with that. Love me or hate me.
Right, into this inside the show this morning, Habib Taigore Kamara, we're the Executive Director for Social Linkage for Youth Development and Child Link. Good morning, Mr. Kamara. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Radio Land.
And Alphonsus B.M. Bani, the Executive Director for the Human Rights Defenders Network Salon. Good morning, Mr. Bani. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Good morning, listeners.
Today, we can talk about extradition, but I'll just start with you, Mr. Kamara. What do you make of these latest talks? I mean, we see, well, them posted on social media handles them, the Minister of Justice in the Netherlands and we own Attorney General, the Minister of Justice, posted on social media handles them. Say, yes, exactly, this meeting, first of its kind, don't happen direct meeting between the Netherlands and Salon don't happen during that sidelines of the Geneva Conference on Human Rights. But what do you make of the meeting itself? And what do you take from
Waiting I take off from the minister, it has been well overdue on the request we, the Netherlands government, we make for the extradition of their citizens within Sweden and we country. And last year, November, I lead a 6-man delegation. When we go, we get the same meeting in Ghana. There was a conference with the Global International Against Trans-Organized Crime, the Netherlands government, and the Ghanaian government. They make on this extradition and the cocaine issue where they happen in West Africa. So now that conference will be go, we then pull a study about cocaine trade in West Africa. And on that study from November last year, Sierra Leone was pointed as one of the hub. Where we go, Sierra Leone was one of the hub on the study. To me, it was an embarrassment and a stigma to the country, as all which we don't pass at this country. But drug-related issue we miss them. We the Dewi Pakabasi war done. In with TRC report, 85% of those who fought the war, the TRC say they take drugs. But when it comes to disarmament and resettlement and reintegration into society, that side of rehabilitation will not ever do them.
Okay.
And that time, Sierra Leone na the first country ever where UN succeed on the disarmament, and the UN really fund with rehabilitation and reintegration. And we forget about drug-related issue. And before 2000, Sierra Leone beget drug-related issues within communities. But when we brought the reintegrate and settle the community, we now begin to see drugs then begin to say where people they want to hey now they want the day we go na bush. But in 2008, we all saw in this country when the cocaine plane landed from Venezuela to this country. By then, this country not began any law. The then parliament in 2008 and the then government then rushed for giving a national drug act. We from that time that drug control act meant become more we say it is discriminatory.
Discriminatory. Why?
Yes. Why? Everything about that aspect of drugs now crime. Even there is in that law one other what is self they then called frequency. If police don't can read na epic radio now, then see you they pass. That law create and say them for arrest you.
Well, pending investigation if you are involved.
If you are involved, but that's to we will be saying a discriminatory. Somebody go they pass here, you know, even know what thing they happen inside epic radio, because then see law enforcers and see they pass, they arrest them. But this drug-related issue in this country, not to news again to we all in this country. We saw 2023, 2024 to 2025, the increase in Kush. But we also what happens in 2024, we government reactivate, and in 2025, we government reactivate back the public emergency. As we talk, Sierra Leone they under a public emergency on drugs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, internally what we do, Kush still there, but the way how we the see am, but what be the access am a day, but we know the see am now. Now in this transshipment, now really we for try for talk about. I'm disappointed about the National Sierra Leone Port Authority.
Okay.
Up to now, that boat left and go. That ship left based on what they say. Up to now, that just ONS don't give a release.
We get to that very soon. But you welcome these latest talks between the Dutch government and Salone.
Yes.
Okay.
Now go give you sanity. This is not the just second thought. This is the second meeting because they meet with Ghana, the Minister of Internal Affairs, somebody for the judiciary, somebody from Port Authority, the Maritime Administration. We are there. Where they meet with the minister, where we minister meet, and the Director General of the Netherlands Foreign Affairs Ministry.
So this is not the first direct meeting between Salone and the Netherlands?
Yeah, with regards
on extradition.
On extradition.
Okay, make I bring Mr. Bani on this. I won't forget your opinion, sir. What do you make of this meeting? You welcome these latest talks between Salone and Guinea for formally get extradition treaty?
Sierra Leone and Guinea?
Sierra Leone and the Netherlands. Apologies.
Okay.
Well, Salone and Guinea get extradition treaty.
Yeah. Yes, a good for we, but I find again the listeners them where the what say law gets the basis of when they talk about extradition, what it really mean. Because some man the way they understand now, maybe not everybody go understand. Yeah, but extradition now normal now a legal process where one country they request the transfer of an individual to another country for either legal face trial or legal serve sentence for an alleged crime where they don't commit, or allegation where they don't commit, or they don't convict them for go serve. So now an agreement, a legal process between them two countries and they exchange. The one they release somebody with the other one hold, say no, we don't, there is an allegation of this person if we don't commit ABC crime, either we don't try and we don't sentence, and so one time we can serve sentence. So that legal process, now they refer to as an extradition. And normally it rely on an international treaties or a mutual agreement. And that mutual agreement, they sometimes you can look at and what to refer to as dual criminality. Dual criminality in the sense it means say the crime where that person commits is illegal in both countries. So if you ask me for extradite somebody, that person will extradite on the crime, the allegation we don't put against them. To me, if Nami hold them, that particular offense or crime we commit, it will be illegal in my own country. Then they try to talk about dual criminality. So
yeah,
if
we fit perfectly into the case we get now. It's a crime in the Netherlands. It is also a crime in Sierra Leone.
Yes, exactly. So you get to look at now why they bring this understanding so people don't go understand the basis why the Dutch government they look a little bit hesitant in terms of the issue of qui pro quo, the Adebayo and the Jos Lagicos. So now make I try to let people understand this issue of extradition and the dual criminality process within this, the dual criminality element within the extradition process. So why Sierra Leone government and the Dutch government don't discuss for we now a step in the right direction. It is good that we governments don't begin listening, because for the past 1 year the Netherlands government don't make a request to the government of Sierra Leone, and will not be done to take any appropriate action. But the discussion, they suggest that the government prepare for do an engagement and for follow the due process and respond to the needs of the Dutch government.
But you also believe for say this engagement is because Mr. Kamara said it's well overdue, and other fault you think say that they don't be at? Is it the Salon government? Because this meeting also even for say they plan for say this is the only meeting we forget. Now in the sidelines of a UN conference will happen in Geneva.
Yeah, from the human rights perspective, we can talk and say it overdue. But from the diplomatic angle, it is not overdue because it's a process. Diplomacy takes time for make them reach a common agreement and a common space. So people, the way they look at from the human rights perspective, crime are crime, and they make the request you have to follow. In diplomacy, you get forget the other side and they exchange and they discuss, until you reach a common agreement where the all man go feel a little bit better. From the human rights perspective, it is not about an agreement, it is about the facts and the law.
When you talk about mutual understanding, so, well, you think, say, in this case, whilst the Dutch government wants to get back convicted drug felon Jos Leidekkers, passing way the government of Salon say is Omar Sherif back to the Netherlands, you think the government of Salon gets posted in the Netherlands so they say wants for extradite and back can Salon?
It's not about think. This is the fact, because the government gets somebody who they believe that he don't commit crime straight away. This something Kamara, Abdul Will Kamara, way commonly popularly known as Adebayo, and except people don't know they follow the trend. But if they follow the trend, they suggest that the government instead they talk say if we not give away Adebayo, will not go. So information they suggest that the government is in position that the Dutch government supposed for hand over Adebayo. The way they reach them is they not get an extradition treaty with the Sierra Leone government, and so that discussion where I talk about the issue of diplomacy, it take time because each side they come with a bargain where one use as a position of advantage. So then they come so that back and forth. Now they take it to the issue of diplomacy.
Well, that's more like saying, yes, we do have Bolojos as Omar Sharif, because it's like more like alias. It can for change in name, we could go different places. It's more like governments of Salon accepting that yes, the man in question, we didn't see that video there, is your Slidekers.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to talk say because of that quid pro quo issue. Say because government first been say they don't get just like Deckers, which they get now something sheriff, but it's not about the issue of the name, because the Dutch government don't talk say if na get controversy on the name, when I just present that particular person who talks in as this gentleman, if we prove him to be say no to him, then he equally gets the right for make una go back to una country and whatever. I think that's also not been a way. So now make I talk say on diplomacy, each and everyone getting your own what they bring can, the other one get what they offer. So then he talk say no to him. That one say no, una brand can't give it. If not to him, will they give una back? So you see, you get that back and forth discussion until they reach a common agreement where the one either of them will talk say anyway, I'm satisfied with who I don't reach now. So even if it's not about like in a diplomacy, it's not about say we all go for loss. At least we are all going for a win-win situation. And government of Australia say will literally feel relief that something is done, either by a case file to the Dutch government against Adebayo for what we presume now that they don't commit crime, and which is incitement, we incite the public for commit violence. So if the Dutch government will get the issue of political expression, the freedom of political expression in Holland, where it open for them. So they get to look at it from that dual criminality process, whether the crime mode is called now as an incitement, is a criminal offense, it's liable to punishment or conviction. If it's also illegal in the Netherlands. So if that one is established, which means we already get what we refer to as a dual criminality. So the Dutch government also can look at a responsibility for say who can send Adebayo.
You think they're in a position in any way for pressure the government of Salon for produce Omar Sharif, they said to be Omar Sharif? If the Dutch government able for pressure the government of Salon anyway for produce the said to be Omar Sharif.
In fact, the Dutch government, the leverage we get over Sierra Leone is so high. We don't even, we're not even at the same level, to be fair enough. As economy within the European Union.
And they also the house, the World Courts, the International Criminal Court and International Court of Justice.
Yes. And so when you look at the largest economies, you get Germany, you get France, you get Italy, you get Spain. The fifth, no, UK not the part of the
Yeah.
So Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Netherlands. So Netherlands are the fifth largest economy. So they get a stake. And as I talk to you now, even while the government is in Geneva, we will reliably inform. When I talk about we, I'm talking about the Human Defenders Network as an institution, that the Dutch government, they move a memo where they go within the European Union so that they go collectively take an action against Sierra Leone. So it tells you the parameter and the leverage where the Dutch government gets against.
Well, that's more like saying the Netherlands government thinks the government of Salon has not been cooperating with them in the issue of your Slidekers.
Yeah, but that could be that, like, if they take an out collectively, it don't create a situation where the issue between the Dutch government and the Sierra Leone government don't escalate. Okay. The moment you involve the union, whether a collective body for take action against Sierra Leone, then it don't move to an escalatory situation. And I don't think, and I pray that the Sierra Leone government not go create that kind of scenario for make we reach to that kind of level. It will be devastating for this country.
Let me give Mr. Kamara. You also think the same for say the government of Salon in these negotiations with the Dutch government, that in return for Omar Sharif, the government they request for extradite back home Adebayo?
To me, like what my big brother analyzed, the doer. If what did Adebayo do? That's Sierra Leone.
Incitement.
If there is incitement in the law of the Netherlands, Then supposed for send Adebayo. And coming again for the government of Sierra Leone for send the citizens where then claim say he is in Sierra Leone and he was saw in the photo with the first gentleman. We supposed to do the needful. Just like what it say. Currently or previously now between Netherlands and Sierra Leone. It's a reliably the human rights defendant network get a with SFC. The Netherlands government did they prepare a memo and come up with colleagues them collectively. And the European Union get a lot of investment in Sierra Leone. Most of the developments then we they brag at, now them people then they. Now if they say then go stop all the things then they. We now we go feel them, we na Sierra Leone and the people of Sierra Leone. So me they call upon government as the AG, a counterpart and the foreign minister of Netherlands don't begin talk. More do they do needful. And the man in question, somebody has been sacked with a Siam in coming in with the man in question. That now the former immigration officer, head of immigration. If that don't happen, need not they from that Monday for more protect in this country. If we protect them in this country, a lot of things go happen to people where I don't know driven countries, country, and we depend more on the EU. Just like within my elder brother say, if holistically the union come together and take a decision, it will be devastating for we as a country, for everybody. So we are calling upon stakeholders, we are calling upon the first gentleman, and in government, may they do within the due diligent.
Yeah, Mr. Kamara, under Article 131 of the Dutch Penal Code, incitement for cause public violence, of course, it is a crime in the Netherlands, and it's also a crime in Sierra Leone. So clearly now, they get that it's mutual between the two countries. Them now we don't see this first direct meeting between officials them from the Netherlands and Salon. They meet forget a discussion on extradition. You think how fast you think they keep for police through?
That left with the government. If the government they say no, say Adebayo has done something in this country. We illegal, and just like the penal code they talk illegal. So the Netherlands government need to give Adebayo back. Hence, waiting Eduna Sierra Leone is illegal. To them back is illegal. That now vice versa. Despite we own, we is alleged that he is in Sierra Leone. A drug-related issue. In
the case of Adebayo, yes, we know he's
there. In the case of Adebayo, we know he's in
the Netherlands.
Netherlands. So the Netherlands government said, can do now collective bargaining. Where you go in for collective bargaining, you get you own way you hold. The person said for you and they sit down on collective bargaining. Sierra Leone say we want Adebayo, and waiting Adebayo do na Sierra Leone to the Sierra Leone law. Now it's illegal, and to themselves is illegal. So that will only be a bargain chips where the two governments go agree on and do with the citizens then go happy. Like what Adebayo do in this country, Netherlands not agree for where we not agree for expedite Adebayo to this country. To me, enough fear to Sierra Leone, despite they are economically giant than Sierra Leone. And they get everything that in Sierra Leone. Now that now we on request because that upheaval will be happening in August. We see now nearly about 13 and police then die, and this country stand is still business not go on a day, a lot of losses, and so many things happened. And Missy and say the two countries for give each country waiting then they request for, because na Sierra Leone illegal, illegal in
the
Netherlands illegal. So
okay, let come to you, Mr. Bani. But within, well, if it's really proven for say yes, the man in question wouldn't say then a salon is the years like decades. Within this tell you about salon image internationally.
Yeah. If I respond to your question, let I go a little bit to the question we asked me, my brother now, and let we get some small understanding on the technicalities. Once I don't talk about the dual criminality, once an offense or a crime is illegal here and the other area where the record for that person equally illegal, then there is this dual criminality, so there is a responsibility for exchange or for transfer the requested individual to the state which I for go serving sentence or whatsoever.
So that has been cleared. For example, for the two people that were in question, are they by your
no, I can't about there is a caveat. The caveat on the Dutch side then gets the issue of political expression. The issue of judicial review or extradition, and they go through a strict legal review process in the Dutch government. You hear me? And then they also look at compliance to human rights principles and standards.
But Mr. Bani will
wait for me, listen. I try to tell you the technicality. Law understand, not to just the word itself. I try to tell you, say, issues, extradition issues, particularly where they relate to issues related to political expression. So if you begin establish the principles of political expression, if Adebayo, all his statements in political expression, that incitement, it should be related from a political angle, it restrain the Dutch government. Now, two things were there on the issue of Adebayo. One, political expression. Two, asylum. Adebayo don't seek asylum. And if it's also considered that at the time when they do the incitatory statement and it fall within the ambit of political expression, for make the extraditor, it could be very challenging.
You
technically
think
and legally.
Political expression.
No, and I'm not telling you. I think.
I say, waiting. You think?
No. I'm not what I think. I'm telling you about what they obtain in the Dutch system. Now I represent. It is not what you may think. And if when I watching the Dutch government consider whether the statements a day within political expression, and equally the man be don't file an asylum, we don't go seek asylum. So those are the critical things technically. When the Dutch government go have some constraints, because the Netherlands total extra yonder any simple mistake where you tamper into the right of one individual, you bear the consequences as a government.
But the Dutch authorities not get the cards here. We don't hold the cards. You don't think it's not the Salon government hold the cards?
Which cards?
I mean, the leverage in this as of this moment.
No,
the Dutch government wants one of the biggest.
No.
Most
not do the comparison. You know not do the comparison in that way. It is not about whether get the cards. It's not about cards. It's about watching more. You know the Adebayo issue. We all condemn, even me also do so. To the extent that they be even one malign me on the August 8th.
So it's incitement?
But I've been talking several times. The statement from Winaya, because when you talk about incitement, now where you expression on your statement, it they actively encourage, urge, or tell people for go out for who commit violence. That's not incitement. As long as your expression and your statement, it they actively encourage, urge people for take action or for commit violence. That's an incitement.
Which is also a crime in the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yes, I don't establish that one that they tell you, say, as long as it's a crime. But I try to tell you the technical aspect of how the Netherlands government operates on the principles. Now make them very clear. And it didn't we own press statement. We'll make that. Also present that so that people don't go understand the dynamics as to how they talk about how do we move towards this issue of extraditing either Adebayo. Now that make even some of the radio discussion, they profile some solution to the government where we think it is practically legally difficult for make based on the values and the principles, the legal principles we Dutch government gets. we also get a responsibility for initiate a legal action against Adebayo in Holland. We present a case, then can try and take action, which is also an opportunity because we get an embassy na Belgium, we can represent the government in that regards. Now to your question, if we get this man here, we keep an eye and the day, if not they cause an international image for undermine the integrity of international credibility. Yes, it undermine international credibility. And mind you, drugs now illegal in all countries. All the countries in this world, they against drug use and drug abuse. And so therefore, if a country where they within the civilized nations, they harbor a wanted drug criminal, and not only wanted drug criminal by the Dutch government, but we are talking about a wanted criminal in Europe. So in other words, this gentleman, it not only they, so if it's alone keep him, Alex alone they at odds with the European Union, the entire Europe as a collective body, because I wanted man by European countries, and they wanted in Europe. So which means we know the only threats, we know the only kick against Netherlands, we also kick against the entire body, collective body of the European Union. That is give that international image. We not go well. Two, if you look at the quantum of the drug where they don't seize in Spain, even though some state officials, the women don't engage. They say because they don't discuss this in a BBC, on a VOA, on a, how you call them, you just name it. It is Al Jazeera, it is not true.
But we see the Sky News, for example.
They come.
They all do
they try to tell you who don't engage with some state officials, people who they have in this current government, that this now just, how you call them, social media or AI generated issues. But we put that, amidst them people, because I know the consequences and I know what me don't hear it to the level where I don't get information. So I begin reach out, say, we need to take appropriate step. They say no. So, which means...
They say no, they're not going to take any step?
No, and say this until they hear from BBC or whatsoever. Now,
so I don't they wait for hear from BBC before they take appropriate measures?
Yeah. So when you look at that quantum, they seize from Spain, they seize $1 billion worth of cocaine. Now, the question they ask yourself, what you know and what you don't know. What we know now is that they don't seize $1 billion worth of cocaine. You hearing me? What you don't know, now how many boats of cocaine when they're not able to catch within their radar, we don't go out there. Now the impact, anytime you get that kind of amount of drugs, that quantum, from a country, and where other countries they want that person there. Now it suggests in terms of the security level, it amount to a declaration of war. You hear me? So there is a security risk. And the security risk is not only for the Dutch government or for European countries. It is also for the Sierra Leone government, for what they are. We own security, it is at risk. That kind of person, it get the potential for even divide with security system in this country using the money. So not to for begin trivialize, not to for begin to even play with. Anybody when they look at the issue of security, and with president, now remember, we don't serve the security of this country. In know what in drug lords, where they get the money, what the potential we get for destabilize a whole nation. So not to I think say, if we really begin the then can't say not to they encourage as a country. This man when they talk about so, not to have it be first day. It be in another country. And the one who they follow, it be not say now talk to Komo. But probably because some will not even know what you make. Maybe the Dutch government not go out for reach out to talk. We don't know whether they get bilateral or they don't get. We don't know.
And the same man, he was like that, as I think his cousin winner, Abdullah Al Ostun, was also extradited to Turkey, and they also found him with Salon passports.
Yeah, so you see the implications. So the thing they only creates an economic impact for we. But it also tell on we international image. Now that make there is even some people in the send. I don't get one or two calls when they tell me about how then they even get humiliated when they go through immigration processes na Europe. And so all of that they tell on the country. So I think the government, and particularly this, I'm not, maybe I talk about the government probably at the generalizer, but I need to be specific. The president and in family, they need for text for do something. Because information when they come out, they suggest that this gentleman is squarely there within the first family.
Okay. Like come to Mr. Kamara, I'll ask you the very same question we ask Mr. Bani. You also think, say, what thing you make? What if, yes, then proof for, say, this man in question, when they say they see with the first family on the 1st of January 2025, really is your Slidekers. How damning this be for Salon image?
It's about damning. There's somebody don't travel with a diplomatic passport. And the country where the person go, that person don't stay in that country. He is a citizen of America. They say one day in life, one day where it don't becomes MP, that not happens to him. He go America recently, then put on somewhere, he checking be so different. One, he get an American passport holder, not a green card holder. And because that day, na Sierra Leone come on, as Sierra Leonean, and he gets diplomatic passport. They not even try to think about that diplomatic passport. Somebody with diplomatic passport, they respect where they respect diplomatic passports na airport. Now, don't begin go down. I not say now person will get ordinary citizen, ordinary passport. If they don't treat that person so, and that person they say, na lawmaker na in country. They say the last question that they left for now for me go. You can with cocaine?
Wow, is it a scam if you can't?
That question, yeah. You can with cocaine? They say no, it becomes very embarrassing. And we got with brothers and sisters that were within them countries there. And my brother just talked something. And you might not to Netherlands government no more. The Belgian government, when at the seat of
the European Union.
The European Union. If they don't do the same thing there, it go court. Now in properties in Belgium, we worth up to about $200 and something million. Now they don't seize. If it there, just like how my brother say, me they call upon the first gentleman and in family. That which is a better try for Pulan na the head and Pulan na this country head because it is a molestation and not only the integrity. Waiting it will do to Sierra Leone one as a service provider to drug users and civil society person. One, the criminality side, the public health challenge, security. We say 4 to 5 years ago, we Guinea-Bissau, but they get drugs then. They want to get then they come with them drugs then, and then they decide what are the rule. Sooner or later, this kind of consignment will come on at this country, 30 to 40 tons. 85% of Sierra Leone population, if not rest, we will use them for 1 quarter, about 3 months. Now, a very damning what is safe to we as a country. And as an expert within that area, that amount of drugs we left this country. All know they go. That's why the pattern of drug use that we country don't begin change. When we go now with social outlets there within this country, cocaine is now being consumed. People be they say it there, it this. But now you the access, there is an access of availability of cocaine in the market in Sierra Leone and the availability. And this go just give we bad names and point at we. And again, we do not have a strong rehabilitation center for even the users maybe they use kush.
And now added to
cocaine. Where that is taking us as a country. And government is saying he's spending about 22 or 21% on education. And it will tell you, say, majority of people where social welfare ministry don't register for go rehabilitation.
They are young people.
They are young people, and 85% of them are from tertiary education institutions. So that investment, that 21.1% where we do on we GDP, na fine business, Dandy. To me, not a fine business, because wherever you allow drugs, one, would they get a bad governance?
Okay.
Security issue like how my brother talks about. It go come with security issue, and we go get click them. Click issue in this country don't go down for the past 5 to 6 years. But encouraging cocaine trade in a country, the one they already around the market.
And the government, you think they don't encourage cocaine trade?
This is Sierra Leone. And this is the country. From last year, the same thing that happened. And now that amount of cocaine will come on now we water key. And Europe, they say, this is the first ever in the history of Europe where they don't catch this quantum of cocaine in seizement. So, if now we water key come on go. All hands are pointing on Sierra Leone as a hub.
And also, we point out for say there's a rising amount of people who take cocaine.
There is a rising amount of young people who they take cocaine now. So that means we don't encourage as a country. Why we go on different conference about the right of people. We did it. We did on that meeting. That was not on our agenda of our minister or the one that we go, we delegate them. But they make a separate meeting. That means it don't go out of hands. Though diplomatically, like what my brother be say, diplomatically, I wish the person where they represent in Switzerland, I have immense respect for him, and the minister self where go, I get immense respect for him. And even he based on in background, if I know say drug related issue now with himself. Now we are coming to 2028. Election is coming.
And then it can affect the SLPP.
It affect, not to affect SLPP, it affect everybody in this country. Not to SLPP no more. Drug-related issue. Now, for that, me in this meeting with itself, I know no political issue in this with itself.
Well, unfortunately,
we should fight it as a holistic issue. If we want to talk about with itself, now it's 1 billion. It was just 200,000. Different on what happened 2008, where the cocaine plane land at this country with 800 million worth of cocaine. Law come on. We that law they not give rights to the work safe where they work. We harm reduction. That law was very critical. We everything is criminal. So this drug issue, we not for politicize them, and we not for government, not for what is safe. Waiting the people they want. If we know say that person there, if even what making they say. We not say that Umar Sharif will get. The people then say that that will it is.
Produce the
Umar Sharif. That country, okay, una can't do DNA if it is Umar Sharif. And from where police don't say Umar Sharif they are, police don't want to make that platform for many journalists that interview that Umar Sharif.
Or even show to
the public. Then for yesterday make 6 months where IG on a press conference we say yes, we don't see somebody win a Umar Sharif. We get brothers that we don't left Sierra Leone, we they be getting Sierra Leonean names, but we then go now other countries because they want to get paper, must change their names. But if we not get Umar Sharif, and this Umar Sharif, then one day we do one, then say na in. What will they keep Umar Sharif in this country for? Just 1 or 2% of people now they enjoy this drug-related issue. We as citizens will all get bad name. Now we get with brothers the way they on air, where the past go. The way how security go, they deal with them. A very dehumanized to this country and with citizens then. And we want Sierra Leonean citizens for worker globally. They not get insult, they not get molestation. For somebody where the country they get anything from, because it stay here. We don't say enough for stay here, but if not to Umar Sharif or not to like Decker, government forgive her out. This is not a bad name now.
Okay, make a bring in Mr. Bani. Mr. Bani, how fast you recommend say, or you think say these talks could actually be fruitful? How fast do you think you will get formal treaty between Salone and the Netherlands?
In the first place, the treaty for me, in fact, to me, enough for even take a longer period, because the obstacles and barriers then, the limitations then for make that kind of treaty, we get out the Dutch government, one key limitations, we don't eliminate them. When are the issue of the death penalty? If the death penalty been there is no way the Dutch government, they sign an extradition treaty between we and the Sierra Leone government, because they don't extradite anybody when they go with there's all likelihood that the person will face a death penalty. And as a civilized nation, they can't do that. But the government don't remove the death penalty. So to me, the primary hurdle, where for don't create a legal barrier for the president, we don't make that declaration that we don't repeal, or even though until we go through a referendum when they review the constitution, no, it become because an entrenched clause that the constitution, the death penalty. We just pull them by word of mouth, but we know say there is no death penalty in the country. So one of the hurdles, the things that will for delay the process, we don't remove that. And so to me, I know even they envisage a situation where the Salone government for even delay the process.
But if the meeting itself take 1 year, 4 months, how fast do you think say we will get the agreement?
The agreement no they take, because the requesting states, like in this context, when the Dutch government, then they send a letter of request. You hear me?
Like they did last year.
Yeah, they send a letter of request together with a warrant. Then they explain the crime where that person commits, the allegation, then they will commit. And the fact is that they know the crime where you put inside under, that crime you get for show say to the other country that when they go there, it's not going to be any additional crime added to that person for go say, once you don't, if you see you go do anything beyond that crime where you don't specify in that extradition treaty, that request you don't make, there's a breach. You don't commit an offense. And so, I don't see any reason why the Dutch government don't talk to him. They don't try this man on drug issues. They don't even find him guilty. They don't pass a sentence where you could think say they go the contrary. And so, to me, I strongly believe that based on the circumstance, based on the current situation where the government define himself, and which I don't place itself now the global community, we need for do what we refer to as an image cleansing. You hearing me? And so the government, I strongly believe now it left now to the Sierra Leone government. You know, they give now the Dutch government inside. Now we for rush now the extradition process so that we go ensure say this thing go come on our head. Except otherwise, they no one would say that they find a way for ensure say this man not again at the shores of this country.
Now image cleansing and go be, I mean, accepting for say yes, we get you most wanted fugitive. One of the most dangerous in the world. It didn't have Salone, it didn't have free tongue. You think that is image cleansing, or is it that we're saying yes, we are the hub of we've been all this time the hub of drugs?
No, that is different. It's different. For the mere fact that you don't respond, you don't comply to international obligations, you don't restore your international credibility, and that is an image cleansing. If Salone continue for refuse, for extradite that gentleman, it's not about we don't become a hub, but we don't damage we international credibility that this country then will classify as a rogue state. And when they classify a country as a rogue state, I think there's nothing to write home about. And I don't think the SLPP-led government, Mada Bio, as an individual, go even they consider for make this country, they classify to that level, or for even me could reach to that level. I think INSEF gets a responsibility, and INSEF gets a role for play after in presidency. Today, we see former president Ernest Kroma. If they go on elections, on other what to serve them, President Bio also want for see in image after presidency. So it get for great scenario where they make, they not label them in a way that way left in presidency. People in they think twice for Brian Camp at international or regional forums. So apart from the role we get as a president, it also they think about out of where he left office, how in image get for they as an individual, we then go for the color a former president. And a former president, they go also look at your conduct at the time where they serve as a president. How you respond to international obligations, how you respond to regional obligations. Now they do extremely well for reach out. Now we saw region for go begin negotiate, broker peace where we get armed conflict or whatsoever. It also get for demonstrator at the international level. For sure, say we compliance to international obligations, and so it needs for take a robust step. If it not be ever get a clear position, now it forget her. If just Ladicus we don't ever present a scenario we mislead the president, now the time they told the president for things say no, I think I've been misled.
Mr. Bani, Mr. Habib also talk about gist not say this drug kingpin them, drug cartels think able for destabilize the country and able for decide who that would be the next president, who that in a power or so. But if this man is really big, I mean one of the most wanted drug fugitive in Europe, if really he is the man in question, the Omar Sharif here, and the Salon government take decisive actions against him, you don't think say those BNM can do something for destabilize the country?
Well, that's an assumption where I think to me, applicable. We call the issue of drugs, drug use and businesses. This is not about SLPP and whatsoever, because the people that deal with these drugs, they are all over the country. As I talk to you, people that they deal with drugs in the city of Makeni, in Bo, in Kenema, in Moyamba, in all over this country.
In the seats?
What I say in the city of Makeni City, Bo City, Kenema City, Moyamba City, you just name all sides of this country that they deal with drugs. You hear me? So it's not an issue of then go just the tension we go create in terms of election, because all the one who go be part of the connection, they will get their own side when they support. So they will lavish money, and what you get for see now violence. Pay people then go cause havoc, go eliminate your opponents, and that they will not foresee that and the effects of when a country don't enter into drugs, they don't classify as a drug country. The next way they see now assassinations. And we don't want to reach to that kind of level.
Yes.
Now that we could encourage the president.
Absolutely.
It gets a future.
And it gets a legacy.
It gets a legacy for maintain.
Okay, make a come to Mr. Habib. I'll ask Mr. Habib, Mr. Bani the same. I'll ask you the same. And what thing you think, say, how fast you think you'll forget this extradition treaty between Salon and the Netherlands? How immediate you think, say, for me?
For me, the next 42 hours. Government for do this, because the way how Sierra Leone has been termed.
It's possible for get time in 2 days?
Yes, because the person what they talk about, this man is an international criminal. Every day and Turkey yesterday, every day Turkey na day come kaya based on waiting and tell we. Make we not let for talk this, he can escape back from the country in waiting safe. That another thing we need to think about. If we not able to present him. People are saying for the past 1.5 years he has been in Sierra Leone. If we get him, we for now put him out. And again, me wait again at the UTSF. If that person was saw in the coming of somebody, that person lost in office. Now from that time where that person lost that in office day, therefore don't expedite that person. So
But the person will lose the office, then just for other government ministry we concern.
yeah, but the impact where that they create to that office, because that office now they regulate anybody where they come in and go out, not the country. To me, that's a very big slap to whoever do it, because we all get a onus where you wait yourself. HE, before he becomes HE in 2 terms, he was sworn in to protect the integrity, life, and property of Sierra Leoneans. And what would they think about? What would they talk about? Now, one of the commodities where they make life and properties and people's life, they go faster. One, now a consequence, Sierra Leone, they get for facing a public health threat.
We already get kush added to
Added to this, now a public health threat, now a social threat, and again, bad governance and security issue. We don't undergo security issue when some of we now be small boys there. Some of we now wise no more will be wise, but I was in a displaced camp. I was born in Daru. Why I take this job? Now, my brothers, they will all grow up from Daru. Some serve the military, some serve the RUF, some serve the Kamajos then. After war done, we community within that Kailam district, most people who partake by that war, young boys, they get drug challenge. And that really now urged me for go towards that direction. Now, that kind of quantum, 30 tons of rice. Now, example no more, 30 tons of rice.
That's about 700 bags of rice or 50 kilogram rice.
Yes, we get some communities we will use them for a time. We really a bad image. And me they follow the telephones them where they use where they seize. There are a lot of informations. And where the cocaine be at high and the kush. I be the point at one area where they use as laboratory. Na poto. But this what itself, it don't come now say that place was the packaging place. So
Okay.
that means if some place now becomes a packaging place, you get young people that don't know that place there. Most of the drugs not they go in the communities now. And it get bad thing for do with the young people that were within that area.
Okay, Mr. Habib, we need to go for a very short break and then we will pick calls.
Thank you.
However, now though, you still live the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We also do live in Eastern parts of Freetown via Choice FM. Also the broadcast live via Radio Zimi in Apuja on District. Epic Radio's Morning Show also do live on Facebook, YouTube, on official Epic Radio websites at www.myepiconline.com and the World Radio app, that's Radio Garden. At the Morning Show today we discuss on the latest talk between Salon and Guinea, Salon and the Netherlands, forget an extradition treaty between the two countries. Them now they look at this morning here inside the Epic Morning Show. Stay with us.
Okay, so me family them. I don't try nearly all the water them within a salon for sale, and I don't come for realize say none of them taste as good as Sierra mineral water. Every time I drink them, it make I feel fresh and bubbly. Sierra mineral water is simply the best. I know so, but inside salon, Sierra mineral water na second to none. Any day outside of the country for sale. So, what you wait for? Go get your own pack now. Sierra mineral water, simply the best.
You sabi belly me?
I dey tell you, na Solomon in first food love dando.
Papa, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he reach.
Epic Radio.
Na salon here and they make them. Na him make it always fresh and not dear at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them when they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. If fine for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even them self as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Member say, then they mix them a packet. And they write PLC panel. Then they mix, they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Penny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Some moments can call for calm, others can demand for energy. And with Karel, you get the best of the two worlds. For tea lovers them, Karel Aroti Premium Blend, they deliver true quality in every cup. The tea leaf they come out from high mountain area there. This premium black tea strong, natural and full of character. It go give you one different taste and fresh feeling. We go deal with you all day. With 100 tea bag na every pack, you go always get more for enjoy and safe for share. Karel Aroti, feel the freshness of nature in every sip. And when you need energy for power you day, just take Aro Cafe. Made from 100% pure premium coffee, Aro Cafe rich and gets fine smell. One cup will help you stay energetic and active all day. Quick for share and good for any time and any size. Two great choices and one trusted name. Karel with a bring premium tea and coffee for every environment.
You sabi Benny Mix?
I dey tell you, na Salomon first food love dando.
Baba, Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he
Epic Radio.
fine. Na salon here they make them. Na him make the always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them when they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. If fine for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all, and you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even them self as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Member say, then they mix them a packet. And they write PLC panel. Then they mix, they all sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078 134 541 073 661 648 or 088 077 678. Penny Mix, grow strong, grow smart.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. We'll entertain few calls inside the program, but do you want a coffee where they wake you up instantly? You are looking for a smooth aromatic taste where you can enjoy at any time. Aro Cafe has got you covered. It is 100% pure, smooth and aromatic, keeping you feeling energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy a bold cup where they fit perfectly into a busy lifestyle. Aro Cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. Brought to you by Karel. Let's ask you this very simple question. If something happened to a business or property today, how fast are you able to recover? We're making it J-Man Insurance. They are known for the fastest claim payments, so you can get back to a business without any stress. Plus, the premium are very affordable and flexible, where they work very well for you. Call J-Man Insurance on 088-220-137 or visit them on number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, very trustworthy and professional. You did with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, listed in parts of Freetown via Choice FM. We'll also broadcast live in Apuja District via Radio Zimi, live on Facebook, YouTube, official Epic Radio website, and self with live on the World Radio app. We'll discuss on the latest talks between Salon and Guinea, forget extradition treaty. The Salon and the Netherlands forget extradition treaty of just a minute. And we see a meeting, of course, between the Salon Minister of Justice, Alpha Cissé, and the Dutch Minister of Justice, David Van Wil, for lots of other issues. Them, according to the Minister of Justice of Salon, Alpha Cissé, he said this now after long-standing discussions between the two countries, them forget sort of arrangements them, because widely we know for say the Dutch government's alleged for say posting with and seeing inside a video with the first family is your Slidekers. Will we see that happen? The extradition of Omar Sharif. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. You never know how to call from?
Then Bakar from Fomex.
Bakar,
We have
go
problem
ahead.
today with the line. We don't know anything at the problem. The ways. We don't know at the Facebook. We know they listen nothing. Not just give me take towards this dog. Let God bless panelists with this. Which are the see? Salon, I want to let the government understand. Salon will not get security, no nothing. And this man, when they talk about, Nama we get money, Nama we get everything. Imagine the Netherlands government, where they get all security, they get everything. This man escaped from there. And now all allegation, they, now the one who the point at Salon. This man, who security will we get? But like this man no escape, let Salon go get that kind of bad name and legacy. And the government understanding why this government not be for down over this man, where they know say we get security problem. Salon no get that kind of security. Where if this man is stuck fuller, he gets two people can pull out. We don't know. Why they not go hand over this man? Why this government not go look for the peaceful of the country? This kind of country here we depend on outside people.
Okay.
Why they not do that? Thank you.
079-994-993. Call we inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show to look at Salon and the Netherlands in extradition talks. What could happen next? And we know extradition is a process wherein a legal process usai one country they formally hand over person whether accused or convicted of a crime to another country. Usai the person either is wanted for trial or for punishment. In this case, the said to be your Slidekers, the Dutch government say, of course, we've seen they sentence some in absentia, and they're now calling for the extradition of your Slidekers. We don't believe for say don't they hide na Salon since 2024. We not get time inside the program. Make a return back to Mr. Studio gets them for give the last messages them and we wrap up the program. Mr. Habib.
My last message they go to the government, more especially HE. HE have taken an oath to protect the life and property and the integrity of this country. Please follow that oath. And currently you are the chair of ECOWAS. And you don't be chair for Africa and at the UN. And where you turn us down, you still get for do some things them. May this gentleman issue not tangle you. Not tangle you work, but not tangle Sierra Leone in prosperity. And they want to always they work with the president towards this within our various offices then. The extradition issues they pass through. Una please do something where Sierra Leoneans themselves go get that news, they're happy. Because currently with this scenario where they go, people not happy about what they happen. And again, we as Sierra Leoneans, make we not politicize these cocaine issues, make we work together, and we work together and call upon the government. I know that the government is for all of us. It will work on waiting with the request and waiting the Netherlands government or request. So now that na my own message.
Okay, Mr. Bani.
Yeah, my last word now, I want to encourage the courts with judicial system, particularly the courts, because the extradition process get 3 levels, it get 3 layers. The request from the requesting states, where in this case are the Dutch government, where they make a formal request and send them together with a warrant and establish the crime where just Ladikos don't commit, where they don't, we believe they've done one. And the AG, the office, then get a responsibility now for ensure say them then arrest and review. And in this time, the courts get for go look at the allegation, then review, and they ensure say then follow all the due process and that they don't violate the rights of the individual. So once the courts don't ensure that one day, the third aspect now for surrender. That is when the person don't clear everything. Now the third tenor for just surrender, just like the cost to the requesting states, based on they don't go through all the legal process, that they don't violate the money rights, they don't breach any and that they don't consider the legal protections where they inside where they look at the drug criminality, the issue of specialty rules, where they suggest that the allegation would inside the extradition request. Now, it they protect the post where they go to, that no other arbitrary charges will be added than a protection mechanism. And the death penalty, of course, Dutch government not get up. And if not a political offense, now then they can create some to they make extradition So if the courts don't go through all them things and that then she say just like the courts not go be subjected to any of them key legal protection then the courts declare now, then the government and the executive, in this case the president, assigned to them, then surrender. The danger here is during this process, where we all don't know, and everybody is aware that this gentleman is in this country, the government created a scenario where the man left these hooks for be arrested or for be arraigned to the European Union, and particularly to the Dutch government, and this man go back in limbo. It not go totally damage with diplomatic relation with the Dutch government and the EU, but it is strained we to a greater extent where they go believe say the Sierra Leone government not a trustworthy government that people not for rely on them. And so we want to encourage the government, I want to encourage the president for make them take a proactive step for make we present ourselves now the global community as a civilized nation.
Mr. Habib, in predicts, well, in recommends in the next 42 hours, we forget that agreement.
It will be very challenging legally in the next 42 hours because for Senate, not only for the request and hold and Senate, they get for go through they get for arrest and may go through legal review. The legal review now the courts get for assess all for look at them protection, key protection elements that they don't go through before they clear the release for make the handover now to the requesting state. So the court will not for take a look how they handle your case in a court here. We'll get for be serious on this thing and follow the law and make sure say will not undermine the credibility of the justice system in this country.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alphonsus B.M. Bani, Executive Director of the Human Rights Defenders Network Salon, and Habib Taigore Kamara, the Executive Director for Social Linkages for Youth Development and Child Link. Up next, we'll get sports and entertainment news, plus the review of the biggest stories from over the weekend with Marion Precious George. Until then, my name is Usman Ibrahim Mara. Take care.
Sweet Shalom. This is where I call home. Shalom, sweet Shalom. When my heart is always broke. Shalom, sweet Shalom. Where the diamonds and the gold shine like the souls of the people. Shalom, sweet Shalom. With a sweet, sweet cologne for the boys on the road. My Sierra Leone, and she's so close to my heart. Can't leave her alone. Salon, sweet salon. She could be great, sweet salon, like a lion she rose with hope. And if you want to feel at home, just walk among our own of people. Salon, sweet salon. Mama salon, with a sweet, sweet welcome home. For the ones who used to roll.
morning and welcome to Sports Update for Monday. So we'll start off with Sundowns in South Africa, where they win the first leg in the Champions League final against the Moroccan side. So Mustafa Raji don't continue for lead Liberian Football Association as they don't win the election for the third time running. And Ivory Coast officially announced the squad for the FIFA World Cup. And Chelsea don't confirm say Xavi Alonso will be the next manager for the club. And Arsenal unveiled the new kits for the 2026 and 2027 league season. And finally, inside the return in the UFC, so Conor McGregor don't go fight Max Holloway inside the UFC return in July. For this morning, now this weekend for Inside Sports Update.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to your very first edition of the entertainment news here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, na Big Daddy. Actor Williams Uchemba declined giving a direct answer during an interview when questioned about Alex Okumbo, who just passed away, about his marriage status. According to the actor, say if a particular part of an individual not be ever day out, not to win, die now, we need for explainer. And away from Dawande, well, Drake just dropped, 3 album, but now it took a shot as ASAP Rocky, and now fans are dragging Rihanna. So we all know Rocky, of course, is the said baby father to Rihanna, and recently, inside January, it dropped in EP or in album, but we don't ever see Rihanna ever post this. So Drake, of course, used the line, say, your baby mama ain't even posting your single. Damn, where she at? So now fans are judging that maybe the particular EP is whack. That's the reason, and Drake has to say something about that. But let's talk about Drake. So Drake pulling up a move where nobody was expecting. After dropping 3 albums, Iceman, which got 18 track, Made of Honor 14 track, and Habiti with 11 track. With what says Spotify, of course, slowed down. Apple Music started acting up. The DSP were struggling, to keep up with the traffic. But a private equity company already reportedly giving Drake a $2 billion. If Drake accepts this particular one, well, it will leave, that tradition of label system behind. And this deal will reportedly make him the richest artist music has ever seen. But anyway, still on that one day. And Sierra Leonean artist Tash Beckley, of course, showed praise on Star Z. Well, fans have been doing the comparison, so Tasha has to come out and make things very clear that she's not here to prove a point. Star Z don't work and it don't continue for Duam. Despite dropping, but Star Z, they drop hits every single now and then. And he also continue for say, he not take this for say, they put himself down. everybody knows the inner lyricist and he ready for go with anybody bar to bar inside this country. So if anybody ready, but let everybody get in respect. And of course, the industry is about to be shaken up. So Fit Me, of course, from the Kaikizi Nation, Zanwe featuring SO Yes So, watch out, coming up. And this Aminish, of course, just dropped something yesterday. Fans have been asking questions. So, according to her post, we make it say very soon, I go left this in the industry for una entire. What really happened or what's going on, we are yet to find out. But this is all we get for you this morning here on the Epic Morning Show. Me, na Big Daddy.
Don't put too much for me matter. And when you go stop, when you go tire. As me name drop, you don't total. And when you go stop, when you go tire. Funny talk so about me. Anytime you go, you just say go and pray me. But in I do you wanna know? Bikishi and jealousy. Tell me why not be better one you no one foresee. You were like for cha-cha me case. Now you go left by disgrace. You were the go beyond for pearl me name. Now you go left beyond like waste. If you say na me you want for the backbite, you go bite say you tire. You know go able to me kanda. It's off the atmosphere. Why everything I do you want for no when you want for see. You want people me black plastic. You want no only moves.
You sabi Benny Mix?
I can tell you, the Salomon fast food love than the
Epic Radio.
Benny Mix don't come back home. Look where he rich and fine. Na salon here they make them. Na him make the always fresh and not here at all. Yes, so then they get 14 important vitamin them. When they make picking grow strong, smart and healthy. If fine for big person, it they make your body fresh. You don't ask for cook at all. And you they able to eat in the morning as breakfast, afternoon as lunch, even time safe as dinner. Then they mix get different type like picking mix and super mix for all ages. Remember say, then they mix them a packet. And they write PLC banner. Then they mix
Epic Radio.
Sign a salon for sale. But if you want to buy plenty, call number 44 Battle Street, Freetown, or call on 078-134-541, 073-661-648, or 088-077-678. Benny Mix. Grow strong, grow smart.
You need a bank that cares about you. We are here to lend a hand, and we will place no one above you. Modern banking made easy. Whatever your dreams may be, Bloomberg will get you there. Blooming together, we'll walk with you every step of the way. Banking with excellence at the tip of your fingers. There's only one bank, Bloombank Africa. We make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa, we make it happen. Bloombank Africa,
Epic Radio.
we make it happen.
I hope that our visitors would listen to the song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe ba, lamba roba, lamba de la de ba, tila roba, la domba ba, tila la. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and said, what the fuss about?
C.S. Lewis once said, hardship most them to prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destiny. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM. They get you on Facebook, Radio Garden, Zimi Radio on 107.5 FM and Napujeon District, and also through YouTube and the website at myepiconline.com. Mina, your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency do activate preventive measures following outbreak of Ebola in Central and West Africa. And also, Salon sets for receive 300 US deportees with ECOWAS citizenship per year. And as well, government signed $4.3 million agreement for complete 3 hospital them in the country. All of the stories plus the review of various newspapers there inside the show this morning. And for joining the discussion, I get inside the studio Reginald Brian Ojukutu-Soya and also Mohamed Toby Kagbo. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning to all listeners.
Good morning, Marion Precious George. Good morning to we fantastic listeners and viewers on Facebook and on YouTube. It's a pleasure always for the episode this morning.
Okay, straight off we'll look at stories reported on the front pages, and my first take now the Aoko newspaper. And top story, ECOWAS Commission launches plastic-free campaign at Lumley Beach to combat pollution. And also BO calls for SLPP unity as party unveils new district office. Another story reported $4.2 million dollar funding secured to complete major hospitals projects in Sierra Leone western area. And finally, MAFS and IFAD wrap up 2-week implementation support mission for the livestock and livelihood development project. All of the stories you go get now the Aoko newspaper this morning.
From the Aoko newspaper to the satellite newspaper, on the 2020 election ambitions, Dr. Samuel Kamara speaks out. MAFS and IFAD wrap up 2 weeks implementation support mission for LLDP. SLRSA holds stakeholders engagement on 6th UN Global Road Safety Week. These are all good stories you can find at the satellite newspaper.
And away from that, I take the Independent Observer newspaper. Top story, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura offering services gratis to APC and Sierra Leone. Also, you have key highlights from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education weekly press conference and a big banner headline, President's Bureau host Africa Leadership Curriculum on coverage, accountability, and inclusive governance. Finally, Administrator General recommits Sierra Leone to intellectual property reforms. All of the stories you go get now the Independent Observer.
Away from the Independent Observer, now to the Global Times. After 65 years after independence, Freetown is still crippling with blackout. President Bio inaugurates SLPP Connaught District Office. Water crisis hits FBC. NRA boss unveils modernized MP outlet. These are all the stories you can get from the Global Times newspaper.
And away from the Global Times, to take the Standard Times newspaper, a very big banner headline, Ministry of Health, PAT and Sanofi's Global Health Unit commemorates World Hypertension Day. And President Bio hosts Landmark Africa Leadership And from aid to investments, VP Jules De Jallo charts new frontier. All of the stories and more you will get in the Standard Times newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll discuss different issues this morning. And we first get to do it. The National Public Health Agency, together with the Ministry of Health, we don't put out a notice, calling on the public for exercise increased vigilance through out the country because of the outbreak of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo and also other countries. And according to the notice, they make mention, say, the Democratic Republic of Congo record 246 suspected cases and 65 deaths linked to, the virus. They also say Uganda also don't confirm some cases and local transmission as WHO and other institutions them like the CDC don't they put measures in place for able for control the virus. But in as much as all this happen at the country, they make mention of several things or several measures where they don't put in place as way for make Salon no record any cases. And part of the measures where they say they don't put in place and say for border, for increased border control and also district readiness, international coordination with institutions like the World Health Organization and the CDC, ECOWAS, and other institutions them as way for prevent the disease not for reach NASA alone. And also they put out another notice recently as of yesterday. We talk about more cases we don't happen at them two countries here and waiting again than they do for curtail the virus and also call on people for follow all the precautionary measures where they know we come to Ebola so that they go prevent themselves and their families as well. I will start with Reginald on this particular issue of the return of Ebola.
Thank you very much, Marion. When I see the news, BBC, and later say on Al Jazeera, I was very, very worried that we all know Congo, this Ebola sick from origin, from they would begin for area and all. And for make World Health Organization, WHO, declare the World Health Organization, I think they put out a notice declaring it as an urgent public health emergency so that the entire world will be alert. We all know how we ravage the world the last time we came in, and Sierra Leone not to be an exception during the 2013, 14, 15 year. Then 10 in the, we all know how many lives that we lost. The memories have been very sad to the extent that some cemeteries were filled. We not even get space for burial again unless we start for the mass burial. People were quarantined. The memories are not one way pleasing for member. So if Congo don't they start for record to the effect that then get about 65 people they don't die already from the sickness. From the same way about 2 weeks or 1 week ago we they record them first case, they don't record about 75 deaths, which tells you how deadly it is. And when I see this, I say, wow, Salon for a very long time now, don't they be proactive instead of being reactive? Because from where the sick they Congo to Uganda, even come it's close to the territories, Central Africa and all, we don't begin to put measures in place. That was something we were not doing before when we make. So it's one to kind of remind that we are learning from our past mistakes. And all, which is very good, yeah. So I think say going forward now, Marion, the measures that they are, all we just need for do, we self as citizens and get role for play, for ensure say we treat ourselves well, we try for stay. Possibly don't see for a long time now foreign I come out there, you get for ensure say the person go through all of the precautionary measures them so that you go for prevention and prevent. The other time, na Guinea, somebody say na begging go attend and all. Just one set of policy we come. When that sick they come, we all know I cascade to the least village. People were dead and buried and all. So I think say the National Public Health Agency and then the Ministry of Health, I want to say kudos to them for their measures they are so. I just like I say again, we serve here for help moreover somebody you don't know, so you don't see them for a very long time, because right now measures in the way na Congo they don't put in place na Democratic Republic of Congo. So maybe some people will not go comfortable. They might not be Congolese, but sometimes na Congo them be then Kana Salonia, they don't know if they don't get the sick, or Kana Guinea, they don't know if they don't get the sick, because as he reach Guinea, so God forbid, and he reach Liberia, God forbid, then we should be worried as a country.
Should we be worried again about the enhanced screening where they don't put in place when one of the measures for see if officials now then place this year at the airports, the borders go able go really abide to the screening of people, or go able for screen every individual where they come inside the country?
I think we should not be worried for the enhanced screening as you made mention. The simple reason here is because this screening where they do, Mario, now for protect me and for protect you and for protect.
So what I'm saying, if they go able for screen each and every person,
they're the one that really come. Yes, I believe say that we for be able for do that. And one side they work in target. I understand. Say they want for also launch an operation like screening people and all the border crossing points and with airport. Now the inside they get for just target. Now they for be vigilant. And all for active, maybe if we get the resources at this point in time, I think it will be it's challenging. We all know a lot of things and the way governments they work towards presently. And all last week we talk about measles, we also don't come in, they don't declare now as an outbreak, and then Ebola self the sign they don't begin come out from Congo again, they don't begin record cases, they don't begin record death. So these are things that are not pleasing for us.
This come at a time where President Donald Trump, don't move away from giving aid, to institutions like WHO.
WHO, which makes it more difficult and all. And I will tell you, God forbid, may not kaya, but God forbid again, I say, if Ikaya, it will be very, very challenging, because people will be go knock doors too. Then people they get support again. A lot of them don't close. A lot of them they get funding again from international partners. So it will be very, very difficult. I really commend them, the Public Health Agency, National Public Health Agency, and the other people that we put hands on deck, just so that we able to put measures in place. We go make one more time again expose ourselves to this deadly Ebola virus. We claim the life of several Sierra Leoneans, which was not good for us as a country.
Yes, Toby, what do you think about this whole situation, the Ebola stuff? Where do return at some countries, them in Sierra Leone, they don't prepare enough according to the institution they were concerned, as way for make we no record any case at all.
It returns back to the country, Usai. It all started when we back as a country become significantly affected with the Ebola outbreak. We see economic-wise, how we've been backward the economy during the period of 2013, 14, 15, before we finally able to win the battle against Ebola. But I think Salona Ikonski, we probably don't build on experience when it comes to well-body business. Now, we see because of the experience we get in the Ebola crisis, we'll be able to fight so swiftly against COVID. The amount of death we record in Ebola, we are not even close to that. And I hope that we don't ever go back into the institutions then they again, and it reflects. Places like Bendembu undergo close to 300 or more days on quarantine. There were places in Kintom, they undergo like 400 to 500 days in quarantine. So all of these places, couple of people and they were lost in family and they will wipe out, mama go, papa go, picking and go. These were all so much bad experience. And this is a responsibility. We're not just stop on the agencies that are responsible or Ministry of Health. This is a case every citizen for be highly vigilant. For me, let's go back to the eras. Also, will start for use our face masks again. Go into office spaces. You wash your hand before you go inside. When you're ready for come back, you wash your hand. Let we implement all of them stiff and strict measures. So particularly office areas, banks, schools, hospitals. Let all of these precautionary measures start again, and not just for starts in a just let people just take and say, oh, I'll come back, man. let it be a must. If you not follow them precautions, then they let the person not get access for go to public offices. For example, immigration, national, where you go for go take license. These are all areas where they jam packed. They are Bacha, the Dove courts. These are even to some police stations. People and they with the flop they for go bail them family or anybody where go don't commit a crime, we go make it in a police station. So these are all areas I'm expecting for get some really strict measures, because if you get, God forbid, we experience one more case. When I just really highlight this now about Salone, a driven donor country, a country we rely on donors. Now WHO, despite they're not closed yet, but they are significantly challenged because America would give the highest funding to some of these organizations, don't withdraw them fundings. And Salone, a country, look at the vaccine. For like ever cancel, ever take a couple of months before it come. So we serve as a country, as a citizens, we need to be highly vigilant. Start to put on the face masks, wash your hand, get hand sanitizer. Let we start to make all of these precautionary measures. Let we experience what to be experienced back then in 2013, 14, and 15.
The agency said this is not a way of scaring people, but now for make the day alert and even call on the general public for begin follow the measures we just make mention of. So, but what more can the agency do as well for disseminate the message that Ebola currently in the country, so and we as Sierra Leone for be alert?
I think they have a lot to do. We don't need for wait. They don't need for wait again when the problem come. Then start for make some public health awareness. For me, let's go back to the era who been here trucks in the past for Ministry of Health announcing, collaborating with community health institution, because I believe say, every community they must get a committee that is responsible for health issues. Bring them back on board, let them sensitize the hospital close to them, sensitize the public. Then gets a lot of work to do now. Measles again is another significant thing currently where it don't become an outbreak. And who knows, it can start from measles, perhaps, you know, 3 times for 3 times escalates to something, I don't even want for imagine, say go return back to this country. But I think the Ministry of Health, Public Health Emergencies, they all get a lot of work for do. How? Let's go back to the era and sensitizing the public. For me now, Sefen, I think we need for start for abstain from public gathering, because we might not know. There are people that come within in and out of Salone, come out Liberia, come out Guinea, come out Salone, and they do business every day. So for me, I think even so the gathering we need for start for curtail now, because the health for start with you. Now you first for care about yourself before you care about the next person.
Okay, before we move on to the next topic, make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go able for recover? Now this make you need J-Man Insurance. They know them for fast claims payments, so you go get back to business without stress. Plus, the premiums very affordable and flexible, so it work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. You they look for natural tea where they refresh your body. They look for something where healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they make you feel fresh all day. ROT, now the answer. They make her with natural grown tea leaf, a healthy, refreshing, and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bags inside every pack, you always get more for enjoy and share with other people. ROT, natural freshness inside every sip. And this message they come out from Karel. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and with the discuss a range of issues, we move to another issue outside. The country is set for receive 300 U.S. deportees with ECOWAS citizenship per year under the new third country national agreement signed between the two governments. Them, and according to reports, the first batch of deportees them will come inside the country by May 12, and the country they expect few numbers of this amount inside this month, where na May 20 and 25 deportees specifically inside this month, and every other month we're going to come inside the country. And this according to government, na way for for help in terms of putting measures in place when it comes to deportation of Africans to other countries. But since the government put out this notice with various government officials putting it on their social media, a lot of people they ask several questions. And one of the questions where they ask now that if Salone dumping ground for West Africa and deporting them, that's now one of the key questions where I hear several people ask over the weekend. I'll start with Reginald on this.
Thank you very much, Marion. Magic Salone. It's indeed very much scary at this point in time. I mean, we are about to receive the first cohort of deportees after the agreement. And when you look at the amount involved in this, I begin to ask myself, say, because we add up or because we broke, slow to speak, Nadame couldn't entertain any sort of thing, because I understand this deportation, they go with some reward, some money, then they will they give as slow to speak, as package. I think the last time I stand to be corrected on this, I might be right or I might be wrong, but I think it was around the region of $2 million. And all, and these are people, they are deporting them. Some of them get criminal records, some of them get unwanted records and all, and these are not things that are good for us. And I ask myself, where are we definitely going to accommodate those people? Who say they get for can tap, waiting and get for can bring cam? Are they going to expose our country? Already we are fighting different things and all, and they are coming again. What are they bringing to the table? These are questions we personally I do ask myself, and I struggle for find the appropriate answer. Is this what we need? Is this what we are going to settle for at this particular point in time? Why not deporting them to another country? Why Sierra Leone, the destination? Why do we agree in the first place? Like I say, these are all questions that I don't ask to myself and all. And then again, trust me. Even though somebody will say, but at the fear. The reason why the fear, Marion, now because then people are so, like I say, some of them, anybody who then deport from another country is basically get for deal with two things. It's either one, the person gets criminal record, or gets the required document for then another country, they for live there. Now the two, then get more reason there, but these are the two reasons. It's either because of crime or because of documentation. I make them can deport person. So then people are also we don't do screening for them. They are not, mind you, they are not Sierra Leoneans. So they are non-Sierra Leoneans. If now we own people, they will say, okay, now come back. There is no place like home. But these are not Sierra Leoneans. They are non-Sierra Leoneans. Why not deporting them to the country of origin? On the dumping ground, like the question we rightly asked. Are we the only country that can settle for less? Is it because we are broke, we are poor, we can just accept anything without thinking about?
Because of the money involved.
Exactly. Now because of we they go through financial, the geopolitical something where they go on and all of this, the war in Iran as we don't the area and all. Does that simply mean that we are just going to settle for less? Again, I ask this question. I mean, this is not so. This is just my own personal opinion. What are these people going to bring to the table? It's a question. Yes.
Deportees can get.
Now they talk. When they can bring. I know if you can't save them to oneself. I mean, which idea are they going to impact into the life of our citizens? Are they going to inject them with criminal ideas and all? What are they going to offer? So we should be thinking about all of this. Why then country the way then when are they not in country of? Because anybody, no matter how side you in this planet at, country the way you born. Nobody know the way. It just come on a planet Earth, from planet Earth in other country. No, he must come on a country. He must born in one small village or one small city or one small town. Why they not take them people any day? Why all country not taking your own citizen?
Is it possible that the Salone government be able to know exactly waiting this set of people where the U.S. government deports, the reason to make them deport them before ever they agree for being there? Perhaps it not get to do with any criminal record, serious criminal record.
Yeah, Natalie says so. Yes, then they take nobody, no country they take deportees. Moreover, we not to you citizen and just can't dump in a country like that. No, all country getting sovereignty, all country getting power, getting authority. So before that even agreement they go on. This was an agreement to the dialogue. Yeah. They agree, then disagree for agree. So these questions, if they were not asked on that negotiation table, on that dialogue table, then there is a problem. I believe this is a question we should have done. I know they say we'll not do screening, but again, we don't do massive screening. But Mario, nobody no day, no country no day they deport person. We're not to them shooting and they commit. You see that the person gets criminal record based on crime or documentation. So man can then country and they for years, you know, get document. If they move no more here and there and all, they are going to deport you. These are not Sierra Leoneans. These are non-Sierra Leoneans. Who say people also they can't tap?
Okay.
Yeah. All of these are questions that we should be asking, and what are they going to offer? I stand with these 2 points on this matter.
Toby, you think say you know, the set of people you are coming into Sierra Leone go one way or the other in the peaceful coexistence of Sierra Leoneans, especially when they come back, then therefore you know you know go to various communities and therefore reside.
Well, I listen keenly. Want to establish now that currently we president he's the head of ECOWAS as of now, and so this is something that also has to do with ECOWAS getting an agreement with the US government for deport 25 Africans for Canas alone. Well, it is something where they speak a loud volume, looking at the fact, say, how Sierra Leone as a country able to arrive as the only country set forth for receive then this deportee. The fact that Sierra Leone receive globally not is saying that kind of a good image for the country. But again, waiting for take into consideration, the leader of this country not will just accept without looking at conditions that involved, without looking at the tracking record. I have to agree with you. Not all deportation can be of a criminal record. There are times, yes, documentation is something where the last time I don't listen to the then ambassador to the US one time now we program now they talk about the reason why Salon they under sanction of countries where they enter to the United States. One of which then say now people overstay the visas, and of course that they a crime where the United States they frown at, and Salon don't find themselves in that category there. So one of the questions where I would love to ask if this will be part of the government press briefing tomorrow, now that how we arrive at a point as a country for accept this. What to make we accept
exactly? How do
we accept this as Africans, or we accept this based on the reward with the BNM? So these are all questions I feel say we should be asking. But again, I don't think it is wrong if they don't get criminal offenses. Yes.
For bring them into the country.
For bring them into the country. Let's say, what about if these 25 Africans we are born in the United States? Yes, we are born by Africans, but they don't know side mama and papa then come out. And Salon as a country, this is not the first time, you can left me and do research. This is not the first time African countries don't receive Africans when not born in the country. It is not the first time. It only happen. Okay. So Salon not for be an exemption. But again, we follow the kind of people they accept. What value can they give? In terms of the modern trend of African developed countries, can these 25 people add to the value of this country? These are all things we take into consideration.
Earlier on, say whose value we a deportee.
For now, we can't. For now, you know, now let's establish this. There are some people in the deports then get a very good pathway. Then get a life for leave after being deported. Okay. There are people who get career, but they're not deported because they kill person in the United States or then thief. Now because of they don't overstay, and that is a crime. That is a crime that's worth deporting.
So they will be able to help saving our economy.
Well, I'm not saying about the economy. Now let's say we have consultants. We get consultants that the country receive $1,000. They are not Sierra Leoneans. They receive $1,000 a month. They are not Sierra Leoneans. Are we questioning all of that? These are all for the issues where they talk. For me, the issue around South Africa, the xenophobia or something, I look at them two way. One way or another, it is wrong for Africans for grave Africans. It is wrong for us. But again, let me look economically. Salonia, the high rates of people where they acquire big offices. If you check them good, they are not Sierra Leoneans. They are receiving way more than within at the camp. I'll try to make a sense.
Okay.
They are receiving way more than within the Sierra Leonean. We acquire the same level they get. So it's all about this. It doesn't mean say they receive 25 Africans, means say Salon are dumping ground. That is the word I don't want to accept, because as of now, we don't know 125 people here so they receive. Nobody know their background.
For this month,
yeah, they come. I want for camp. Yes, at the camp.
Yeah.
But the first 25 for the camp, that is where I want for me premises.
Okay.
We don't know yet. We don't do checks and balances as journalists for no say these 25 people they come. Mr. A is this, Mr. B is C. Yes.
Let me say this. Government officials them go on their social media and inform we say them people where they come. How about them as well informing the public as to who are the sets of people here, what's in a bid crime and why then decide for bring them as alone instead of putting the citizen into confusion, thinking about what to make the government really accept them people here so inside salon.
I think this will be we own part for pressure the government for coming.
So we need for pressure the government for make them bring such an information out to the people.
Well, I don't think it is specifically means say we need for pressure them. But again, what about if governments not come and put out say they are receiving 25 people? How will Sierra Leoneans know?
They will know.
How? How will they know?
In
If
several
government,
ways.
how will they know?
I mean, even if they don't know by the government telling them, they will know by reports or notices coming from the United States or other institutions.
It is the same way I think say Sierra Leoneans in this salon now, we know some of the 25 people, we know some of waiting they don't do. Why may they deport them can salon?
So what I'm saying, the government coming out plain telling the people that
these are the set of people. I'm not the try for support. I'm not the try for support government.
It's like you're trying to support.
No, I'm not the try for support government in any of this. Waiting at the saying that these 25 people, they are Africans, and for me, the continents need for receive it's Africans. That are one of my own points.
Why here?
Africa is meant for Africans. The continent Africa, it is meant for Africans. Ghana, as of now, there are countries where no need for take visa for go Ghana.
So you agree with me? Say the government for don't put out a notice where they inform the general public as to why salon and who are the sets of people here, so and why then decide for go for strike such agreements with the U.S. government.
I agree with you that enough for be a hidden secret, not a secret society. We for know if they don't accept for bring this first set of 25 and there are more way go come, then I think that all the public and all the country, all the people of this country, that these people will receive this and this and this. Now the reason why we accept this with the US government. What about in another case? Saloni received this for easy restrictions which Sierra Leoneans get on the ban for going to the United States. Could this be another option? You want to say it's not a good option if the government decide for strike those options for lessen the ban with Salon get for go to the United States. Well, I'm just saying that for strike a compromise. Okay, we are receiving this because we are on sanction. We want Sierra Leoneans to come back to the United States. There we are people don't be deprived for go see them family because of this ban. They are not in the United States. There are people who want to go watch the World Cup that are Sierra Leonean because of this ban. They will not watch the World Cup. What about if this is strategy government is using for compromise the sanction will get on the United States on Salon? Let's also think swiftly. This might be a good step, it might be a bad step. It might be a good step or a bad step based on how the government will communicate why they receive these deportees from the United States.
Okay, away from that, quickly we look at final topic before we pick calls. So the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Health don't sign one $4.3 million agreement for complete 3 hospital them and launch oxygen production facility in Akaitong. Finance Minister Sheku Ahmed Fantamadi Bangura and Health Minister Dr. Austin Dembi formalized the deal and the memorandum of understanding. Usai then say then go complete the Lombly Government Hospital, the Macaulay Street Hospital, and the Waterloo Government Hospital, and also finance the construction of a modern oxygen plant in Akaitong. And then say all of this now way for support the health sector and make the cancer diagnostic center now the country well equipped with state-of-the-art technology from International Atomic Energy Agency there, and several other things there. Reginald, is this a win for the health sector?
It's a win, it's a boost. It's a very big boost because it is no secret that the health sector, they go through a lot of challenges. There's a lot of sickness there where they diagnose people with in this country. We don't get the machine there, we don't get the equipment in here. Pass we get a flight and go to another country. And at the 21st century, at the time where the country don't celebrate 65 years, that should not be the case. Countries we are coming here before, now we go there. So I think having such amount of money, $4.3 million, I mean, I see where they signed the agreement. It's a massive one. And trust me, this go transform we current status of healthcare. We're not good for right home about. I'm not saying we are trying, but particularly way they kill person in this country where it is a crime even to humanity. Look at the last time, just a simple or a minor surgery where somebody go do appendix, able for maker. It's a sad, and it's happening. It happened with the player. We go back last Thursday. So, I mean, this money being injected into the health sector, it is our prayer and our aspiration that this money has been used judiciously for ensure say we tackle end challenges and they somebody not for good do minor operation like for example appendix they die. No, it should not be the case. Somebody not for good do other minor surgery them and all. Now we get some surgery in fact now pass you go to another country. So I feel like it's a very good amount, it's a very good money involved here. Again, all the only stuff I can get problem with my own, it is when it comes to implementation. It is when it comes to actualizing this one. When the money also can come out, I mean, one week can happen. Well, it's good now. Now we're glad the one way they give you the money, then they say now this money will they give now, but they now move on your hand.
Okay.
Just because of bad present government and past government, we give them money and all. Maybe then give them 50 million. I know they say this government in particular, overall, whether it was APC time, SLPP time, then go spend 30 million. They make one kind something no more. Una way they carry it back, at the end of the day, then take the balance one, allegedly put it in their pocket. Now, this money is going to be spent by the one the way they give it. And because of the money don't get name already. Now, for me, we get an oxygen production facility, Nakeita, we go be very good. Because again, that don't be a challenge for me. A lot of people anyway, some hospital, in fact, some hospital and one or two oxygen and get now the one whole hospital. Imagine. And this is happening, you know. Marion, I don't know when, but when you go to the hospital and now.
Some not even get.
Some exactly. In fact, hospitals I mean they grapple with electricity, they don't get better oxygen. If not 4 people or 5 people per day, you go and forget oxygen and I want no more get. Then hey, we are losing people. Oh. It is serious, it is scary, and I feel like such money where they come like this, where they give you hope, where they try for restore hope back, that all is not lost, we can get there. Where the money also they come, where they come up from them, donor partners they are. So please, let we ensure say we think Sierra Leone first. Let we give it all into this project because at the end of the day, where we don't get this project done, it will help we health sector. It will make sickness them or surgery they kill people and go stop for the kill people them. Okay. And then the lifespan, the life expectancy go improve. If we come out to Musa this about 55 or so, we go to 60, 65, 70 other countries and where they do them. It is not impossible. But let's think Sierra Leone first. And I feel it's a very good one. I want to tell thank you to government for the negotiation. The Minister of Health and the Minister of Finance don't do a lot in this negotiation. And finally, for me to sign the agreement, it's a very good one, and I will say kudos to them for the efforts we then put in this one, Maya.
Yes, Toby.
I'm really happy. I don't become a victim of oxygen. I explained that story last week. So for me, it is, I think we're going to get some massive improvements in certain hospitals, particularly 34. One of the hospitals I would proudly say they don't get some facelifts. Back then in 2023 to now, 3 years down the line, there's a massive improvement in the hospital. Cottage as well, don't get some massive improvement. I think I want to commend the health minister. If I talk about ministries, the health ministry is one of the ministries, yes, they are challenged. They're faced with a couple of difficulties, but I think they're only push down the line. Securing this, I think, is a huge amount of money in the modern trend. But again, implementation is one, and sustainability. It is something where I feel like we're not still put into the books yet, and we learn about them. For example, we cannot build this modern arts facility if we're able to sustain them for the next 50, 60 years. We just carry them for 10 years. That means we don't deprive generation if we enjoy the facility there for a short course. So it's not about receiving this money and we implement them, but let me create platforms that will sustain. Europeans then get places will last for like 100, 200 years, but these are facilities where people still they use. Let me go into all of these engagements and start for land and say we come and build this and let we develop them. So for me, I think it's a massive investment in our health sector, and let we see the reality.
What happen for that lonely hospital will be don't be abandoned for years. Yeah. It is going to be they can't continue. They can't continue, and another one them as well. Moreover, that hospital, because I was very sad to say hospital they don't start. Yes, and all it was just abandoned, and now this. On paper, I would don't say, and please, I hope it does not be on paper. Let them complete the hospital, it will help.
And the Lumley Hospital and the Watolo Hospital are two hospitals where people be done the raise concern.
Exactly. Now, the only thing they were happy about
their names already. So, and their duration when then complete this project will be completed.
Yeah, there's a timeline.
We'll follow up this.
Exactly.
Of course. With the pick calls now 079-994-993. Call and make a contribution inside the show regarding the issues we don't discuss so far. But while you wait for calls, make I ask you one question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go able for recover? Well, now this make you need J-Man Insurance. Them know them for fast claims payment, so you go get back to business without any stress. Plus, the premiums were very affordable and flexible, so it will work for you at any time. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them at number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. We get to first call on the phone. Good morning. Yes, your name outside the call from. Hello? Yes, go ahead.
Bakar from Fomek.
Bakar, go ahead.
The first program, the wave, we don't know what's happening. We're not able to listen, nothing until you look on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So, let me rectify that problem there. And come to the issues. I get problem with somebody, they use what they say for me. It means say like your opinion and what you feel for say. And this is where people then they discuss, people then representative of we. But if you they count it for me, it's very, very sad. Then come to certain issues there right now with Apple, towards sickness there, and then the parties there with the come. If you check na salon right now, we will tell you, with that is, if you check between them with the worker and different things, with the see drug and all that in them, the way how the country the country is so mourner, the country is so scarce, only because of bandwidth and bandwidth in America for me to accept all them here. It means not to lie. Just alone is about dirty box. And this country is the richest country in the one who roll in terms of millions. Why we for go down this kind of level? Why? What do they look for? What do they watch for? Thank you.
Yeah, 079-994-993. Call and make a contribution inside the show regarding the issues where we discussed so far. Hello, your name outside the call from. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mariam Precious George.
Good morning.
Nata content the call from Obgon.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Just like on at the top. How then go deport people then? Say na saloon. And not to saloon people then. You know right. We say the people and then are they them for deport them. That they not take we as dumping ground. We know they talk. We know they foreign affairs where they talk for we. We know the people in America where they talk for we. How then go take people and we not to Sierra Leone? They chase them all Canada. You know right, so thank you very much.
Thank you. Pick more calls 079-994-993. This is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we don't discuss a lot of issues so far inside the show this morning. You want natural tea where they wake you up instantly. You do look for smooth aromatic taste where you go enjoy anytime. You need energy for stay active all day. Our cafe, na the answer. A 100% pure, smooth and aromatic, and it keep you energetic and active all day. Just add hot water and enjoy one bold cup where they fit perfectly inside your busy lifestyle. Our cafe, stay energetic, stay active all day. And this message they come up from Kariel. 079-994-993. Now the number for call inside the show and make a contribution regarding the issues we don't discuss so far. We'll pick more calls inside the show. 079-994-993. I don't know, the line gets issues, but anyway, we'll continue. Make we check for a few messages on we Facebook and see how we're able to read them out quickly inside the show. Well, we'll pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, your name outside the call from? Hello?
Yes, hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name outside the call from?
Gloria from Smart Farm.
Gloria, go ahead.
Yeah, they asked why made they not take them to class so they carry them go South Africa? Because we lenience na make way. But we say we get pain where they feel. So do you let them know say we say na mama we voice for the ad. Do you na then they will be big. Yeah?
Okay. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, we'll not get any government official inside the studio. We're able to answer that particular question as to why Sierra Leone, why not other Africa country then. But anyways, 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Morning. My name is Said. I call from Central.
Said, go ahead.
For the mere fact they say then they deport somebody, that means you don't enter person in country or people country without the right documentation. As a crime. These are criminals in the actual sense, whether being Africans or whatever. That's not the issue. You only be says on them, the country where they deport them, they're not able to trace the exact country they would then come out. So the business for saying Africans and this and that, no bother they no. Whether they accepted. But a lot of other African countries we then forget and go. Now we now everything about trade. Not trade, we don't trade with America. Say we go give them and soon go give them money. That kind of thing. But to me, right. When you deport somebody, make sure say deport them to the country if you say come out. If you're able to find the country you say come out, keep an eye country.
Okay. Yes, I thank you. We'll pick a few more calls. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, your name outside you call from.
Good morning, Alex from Kogero.
Yeah, Alex.
The issue of deportation from the United States to Sierra Leone, I don't see it happen from England, deportation to go inside Rwanda, where they provide for the certain facilities. I've been watching on one African news channel. So it don't only happen in Sierra Leone, it don't happen in other African countries like Rwanda of recent. But then now, the US, if I be shelter for them with other facilities, then where they can do. Yes. Now, England, let me import them from England. When I go do my research, now we will say, okay, thank you very much.
Okay, 079-994-993. Well, one of we panelists established that this is not the first time it happened, but the question where they may, we want answer to now why Sierra Leone, and it's been happening, and we of course know that. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Rogers, Juba.
Yeah, Rogers, go ahead.
Me, you fear the thing where they happen in Israel. Now, so then tell people then go and send a refugee then, small. So then we don't pack the stay until then come. Later on, then pull the actual people then will be there at the place. I'm not going to say now, so this one get for BO. But you know, go take all that different person from other country where not hold the passport of Sierra Leone. You just take, say, no, me, I deport this person. That person, it get origin. Whatever it could be. It get origin where it is there. Before find out that origin there, you send a day back, then you come put in other country tomorrow, it cause other thing. We yourselves say we get an aya, with the feta we're not able to do all. So let it not bring policy, we go add more.
Okay, thank you. More pick 2 more calls and wrap up the show. 079 994 993, and the number for calls so far, and make your contribution regarding topics where we don't discuss inside the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. 079 994 993. The line looks slow today. Call them, they come in one after the other. I don't know why, but anyways, well, make we wrap up. Reginald.
Thank you very much, Marion. Of course, I think the caller them, they share the same view with them. And just like I tell you, Marion, me concern why again, I majority of the caller them make mention of as to which kind of things here, so then people also they come with. Why do we accept? How did we get where we are at the moment for accepting set of people and I will tell you, Marion, without being emotional on this matter, we accepted these people. I mean, we don't even need government for can or can clarify. We accepted these people because we want money, because we want. I mean, one for the good book of the United States and all. That is why we accepted. If it was Sierra Leoneans, then I don't forget no problem. But these are non-Sierra Leoneans. We don't commit crime, then they deport them now, and we say, okay, let's come. We the one and say we'll get out this country. We all know the challenges that we do. What are they bringing to the table? It's a question we are going to continue to ask. I want to tell you thank you, Marion.
Toby.
Marion, currently in South Africa, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, say any Nigerian want to return back to Nigeria. The government is not responsible for flight ticket for movie from South Africa or take it to Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world, not in Africa no more also. Yeah. Nigeria. The richest man, the richest black in the world, he's a Nigerian, Aliko Dangote. Now, I want to establish something. I talk say this is not the first time. Even to England, they'll receive foreigners that are not English born. England. Na po England po. They're not poor. Na po England po. They're not poor.
Okay.
But I receive them people in there. I'm not supporting that we'll receive these people. I'm saying maybe I'm using this word again. What about we don't pressure governments, people in the way in our government's throats, we don't get visa for go to the United States because of this ban and no go. What about if government is strategizing a way for receive these people as using them as a yardstick for some of these ban where we get.
Until then,
now Sierra Leoneans then cause this problem for Sierra Leone and they will go America.
So until then we go wait for Yari from government if that's the case.
I think let me take the mic to the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. The need for talk to the people of this country in the respect of how we arrive at this point. So for me, we will continue to monitor this issue and let's get a clear pathway for know why we receive these people.
Okay, thank you so much, Mohamed Toby Kagbo and Reginald, for joining the conversation this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder give you technical support at the studio. Abubakar Bendu make una show live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show are Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu-Soya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join again for another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious, George say, do have a beautiful day and a happy working week. Tata.